coming from one-room schools. But that was really the prime part of our education. The first person, and I do not have it on that list over there, because some of this goes back before Minnesota went into the county system. This is where it got into the county system, that Nathan Stapleton was the first teacher that ever taught you. He lectured probably before 1900s. It was in either 1895 or somewhere. Mm-hmm. He went to Denver, Colorado, and settled in Denver, Colorado, and served many, many offices up there from the time of county judge, clerk, and all that sort of stuff, mm-hmm. and founded the Stapleton Airfield mm-hmm. up there. If you landed an airplane, you would have landed in Stapleton Airfield. You don't stay because there are no more Stapleton Airfields. They've got a new airfield that burned out today. Mm-hmm. But Nathan Stapleton taught this school the first year. William James was an educator from Virginia, came here and built a seminar, which was called the Enterprise Seminar at Flat Gap. Joel Wallen built a seminar at Oil Springs. There was a seminar in Paintsville, but you could not leave Flat Gap, Kentucky and drive to Paintsville and go to school that day and get back before dark. There wasn't no way, because there wasn't any automobiles that had to rode a horse or a mule or something to get you there. And neither could you at Oil Springs. So that's the reason those seminars at Enterprise Academy. And all that was to teach you how, if you finished the 8th grade, let's say you finished the whole 8th grade, you had to take the 8th grade exam, and you had to pass that 8th grade exam, and then you could go to the academy. How to teach a one-room school. I had the 8th grade exam. There are 53 questions on that exam, and it takes 5.5 hours to take it. I give them to teachers, and they say, Lord, mercy, where did you get this test? Well, if you stop and you just think about it, you can take the test. Mm-hmm. But you really have to think about it. Mm-hmm. You know.
It says over here it closed in 55.
It closed in your 55, 56 school year. That was the end of the school. It was kind of a school that was, it started and then they closed it. And see what they did in 1972. They closed it in 1954, 55, 56. 54, 55. And they closed it. And all of the buildings and things went back to the McKenzie family after they had already given it to the school system. In 1972, the historical department at Johnson Central got together, it's Ray Conley and some other people there, and said, look, we have the best replica of 1800s school in this county, and we don't even know it. So they got a committee together, went back to the McKenzie family, and remember, this is generations.
Right.
You know, and they turned around and gave it back to the school system. And then they moved it to Johnson Central, and then we moved it out here. Yeah. So it finally found a resting place. Mm-hmm. If you'll notice, Cindy, I did the collage of Mill Creek. And this is the collage of Middle Creek. And then one of the, this is the map. There wasn't any maps during 1860. And this is a map that one of the soldiers drew, so that way that, and I've got it. These are my pictures. This is a picture I found that was in the New York Times, and I took it down and had it made. This in here is mine. These are not. And that one's mine. That's over there. This one is the gun that I could have probably got during the Civil War when we were having this reenactment. It's the Williams gun, and I got afraid not to get it because it's too much. I communicated with a person out of Frankfurt, and he told me that I could probably get it. I would have to have a person on guard 24 hours a day. Then that's when I said you couldn't do it. Yeah. It had to be in glass, but it would not have the carriage. It would just have the Williams gun.
Okay.
There are 4 Williams guns, but the one that was here that represented this one was only the one.
Okay.
And it's only one of its kind. And it would have to go under glass where nobody would touch it, and I could have it for a week or 2 weeks, but as long as I had a card. And I said, since you put those stipulations, I was afraid. This one here is a reunion of the Union, and this is taken at Thomas Creek, probably about where W.R. Castle School is.
Yeah, okay.
That's about as close as I can get. These others is not in Homeplaces. We bought them. This is Lee, and I thought it was signed. This is signed by Jefferson Davis. It's a very valuable picture. But now, this one here tells every skirmish and battle of Eastern Kentucky. So that way the school comes in, I'll say, look and see if you can find where you had a battle with you. And this is the map of the battles. And those are the pictures.